William Lloyd Garrison, born in Newburyport, son of Baptists, becomes involved first with the temperance movement and also becomes involved with an anti-slavery movement in the 18 teens and 20s with the colonization movement. But Garrison is dissatisfied with colonization, the idea that the problem of slavery can be eliminated gradually, that we can gradually free people from slavery. The Baptist idea is that if something is sinful, which slavery is, you stop doing it immediately. You don't gradually stop drinking, stop stealing, stop lying. You would stop sinning immediately. And if slavery is a sin, which Garrison is convinced it is, the time to stop is now. On January 1st, 1831, Garrison, who is a printer by trade, begins publishing The Liberator, a newspaper committed to ending slavery, to raise up emancipation in the eyes of the nation, doing so in the sight of Bunker Hill and in the sight of Faneuil Hall. Now, not all Bostonians are abolitionists. In fact, Garrison will be attacked by mobs in the streets of Boston. At one time, he has to take refuge in the old State House after a mob has chased him from Faneuil Hall. The mayor of Boston takes him under protection, as Garrison is committed to ending slavery by any means. After the Compromise of 1850, and the idea that the Constitution protects slavery, Garrison declares that the Constitution is a covenant with death, and he burns copies of it in the streets of Boston, again arousing the ire of mobs in Boston who don't like the Constitution being burned. Garrison's real constituency will be the free black community on Beacon Hill, who are also committed to ending slavery. And Garrison, as he says in The Liberator, will not equivocate, will not compromise. His goal is to end slavery by any means necessary. Garrison, though he himself is something of a peaceful man, supports John Brown in his attempts to raise a slave rebellion or raise a rebellion in Virginia by the enslaved people. Though Garrison is something of a peaceful man, publishing his newspaper in Boston, he supports abolitionists. He supports the end of slavery by any means necessary. He supports John Brown, who comes to Boston to raise money for the New England Emigrant Aid Society, which precipitates or is part of the precipitating force for a civil war in Kansas between pro- and anti-slavery forces. Garrison supports Brown, who then raids the federal arsenal at Harper's Ferry, Virginia, hoping to arm the enslaved people in Virginia into an insurrection in 1859. Garrison is committed to ending slavery. That is his one focus throughout his life. In 1865, when Congress passes and the states begin to ratify the 13th Amendment ending slavery, Garrison suspends publication of The Liberator, his work being done.